Hello my dear friends. So today we are going to solve a question. In this question, a string will be given to us and what we need to do, we need to return the character. So A are coming 2 times, then we need to return A2, then B is coming 2 times, C is coming 2 times, A is coming 4 times, then B is coming 3 times, then D is coming 3 times. Like this we have to print. Okay. So first of all, we cannot print output in the form of dictionary because dictionary cannot have duplicate elements. Okay, so we will return output like this: A2, B2, C2, A4, B3 and D3. Okay, if we want output like this, we can convert in this form, but actually it will be a string format only. Perfect. It cannot be a dictionary because in dictionary we cannot have duplicate elements as common. So I will return this as the output. Okay, so what we have to do is we need to traverse the string. Okay, and we need to store some value in the a string. So let us say a answer string is there which is initially empty, and to count the characters what we need a variable, let's say that is C. So what I will do, suppose this is given like this: A, B, B, C, C. So what I will do, I will check whether these two are equal or not. If they are equal, what I will do, I will increase the count by 1. So count will be C, it will be 1. Okay, then I will come to this place. As soon as if they are equal, we will increase the count. If they are not equal, it means here the letters are going to be changed. But initially count was 0, now it has become 1. So when you jump to the next element, what you will do? First of all, we will increase the count again. Then what we will do? We will add this element and this count to the answer. So it will be like this: answer will be equals to answer plus that element. What is that element? Let's say it is s of I, string of I, and what we need to do? We need to that count also. So it is in the form of integer, so we need to convert in the string. So like this it will happen. So it will become like this: A2. Then again what we need to do, we need to make C as 0 because we have done the counting of A. Now it will check B and B are equal. Yes, they are equal. So again count will be increased to 1. Then it will come B and C. So they are not equal, so we will come in the else case. So it was 1, now value will become 2. So again answer was like this: A2. Now S of I will be B, and what is str of C? It will be 2. So it will become like this: A2, B2. Okay, so this is the logic that we are going to use. Perfect. So let me write the function for you. So let's say function string, which is going to take a string in the input as S. Perfect. And initially answer is an empty string. C is equals to 0. Let's say n is the length of x. So what we will do, we will traverse the entire string. So for I in range of let's say this is coming in the form of x. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to start from 1 and we need to traverse till end. So what we will do, if x of I minus 1 equal to x of I, so we are comparing the elements. If they are equal, what we will do, we will increase the count by 1. Else what we will do, we will here also we will increase the count. So C will be equals to C plus 1, but after increasing the count we will add in the answer. So it will be like this: x of I minus 1 then str of x, str of C. Okay, this is going to be added. Then again C will become 0. Perfect. So after doing this, what will happen? Let me show you the code, okay, for the same. So approach is clear to you. So first of all, there is an answer variable, answer string, that is empty initially. C is 0 and n is the length of the x. Okay, so I am uncommenting this line. So here we are going to get the value of x. So what we are going to do, we are going to use a for loop. So for I in range of what we are doing, we were traversing from 1 to n. Okay, and we were comparing if x of x of I minus 1 equal to x of I. If the elements are equal, what we were doing, we were increasing the c. So c will be c plus 1. Else what we were doing, we were increasing the c, then we were adding them in the answer. So answer will be equals to answer plus that element x of I minus 1 and str of c. Okay, once this is done, c will become 0, and let us try to print the answer. Okay, so if you are going to see invalid syntax, it is saying. Okay, let me see what is the issue that I have done. So answer will be x of I minus 1 and str of c. Okay, let's try like this. Answer plus equals to, okay, invalid syntax. Okay, so we are getting answer in this format. So let's see how we can resolve this thing. So let me print here x of I minus 1, x of I minus 1. Okay, and let's see the output. Yeah, we are getting a, b, okay, everything we are getting. Now we need to add plus sign here. Okay, I forgot this. So answer equal to plus equal to answer x of I minus 1 plus str of c. Okay, I forgot this. I hope yes. See, we got the answer. So it's a coming twice, b coming twice, c coming twice, a is coming 4 times, b is coming 3 times, but it is not showing the d. Why? Because once the list ends, so it ends in the if condition only. It is not coming in the else part. Okay, because when it is going to check they both are equal, yes they are equal. Okay, so this if condition will become true, it will come to the next element. So now there is no element to compare the next. So what we can do here is we can repeat the same steps for the last element. Okay, so c will be again increased by 1. We need to add c, but there is no need to make c as 0. Okay, now if you see, you are going to get d is equal to 3. So output is same. Let us try to change AA. So you are going to see A2 you are going to get. So this one mistake that I have done is I have forgotten this plus sign, that's why that error was coming. And we cannot get output in the form of dictionary because dictionaries cannot have the duplicate value with them. Okay, so I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.